Oh. Hey guys, so last semester I might have lost my mind a little bit, might have gotten a little mentally unstable, but I am an art major and I created this nightmare behind me as I was slowly losing my mind. Now, though, I am mentally stable and I decided to make a series out of whatever the freak is on this wall right now, this beautiful nightmare wall. So, welcome to my Yap Sesh, and I'll tell you all about, almost all about, the actual nightmare that is hanging up behind me. Yay! Your news channel. Hi, I'm a surrealist artist, I'm an art major, and you're probably like, oh my god, another delusional artist. Hi, that's me. I'm another delusional artist, and thank you for watching. This video is just gonna be a yap sesh about the overall what is going on in the wall. And it might be a little boring, but I don't know how to make it fun. This is my second ever YouTube video or third or something. So I don't know how to do this, but we'll just talk and see where it goes. Okay, so I made these drawings that I taped to the wall and they keep falling the spring semester in my drawing class. And we just had to come up, we had to do, this is my final project. The final project was a theme, any theme you want, landscapes, trees, whatever, and make a body of work. This is my body of work. I'm a psychology nerd. If you're new, if you don't know me, I am a surrealist artist. So it's surrealism mixed with psychology, because that's what surrealism is, and mixed with a little bit of mentally unstableness, as you can tell. And let's go through the theme. So the theme came after I first made this drawing, this pufferfish drawing. They're kissing, ignore them. And then I made the rest following. One already fell, but that's okay. Okay, so, okay. Okay, so overall, this is about the happiness paradox and my take on it with a Carl Jung spin on it. So, Carl Jung was a psychologist and he had a theory where it's like happiness comes from the self and understanding who you are and accepting it, and not through like outside sources. It's truly just accepting who you are, both unconsciously and consciously. And the happiness paradox basically argues that if you look through pleasure through outside sources like wealth or any outside fleeting source, then that just hurts you. It's just a fleeting moment of happiness, but at the end, it hurts you. Chasing happiness often and almost always leads to pain. So that is what this confusing mesh is basically arguing. Each one of these drawings, they have their own metaphorical meanings and their own symbolism that goes within that overarching theory. Searching for that happiness through outside sources, not only do you hurt yourself, not only does it bring you pain, but you also lose your identity. You lose that wholenessness that Jung is arguing. And with that, the unconscious comes into play. And the unconscious protects you from losing your identity as you're basically hurting yourself, which is where the surrealism comes into play. Because the unconscious warps that reality, it warps the truth and it deceives you and it forces you to deceive yourself. And you're rationalizing and you're in denial over what you're doing to not hurt who you are, to not hurt the self as you're actively hurting yourself, which I think that's so cool to think about. And that's my body of work really quickly, because I wasn't going to bore you guys with reading my whole statement of the meaning behind this. So let's move on. Each one of these drawings, these 8 drawings, they're all me. I took reference photos of myself. They're absolutely hilarious if you want to go look at them. The difference between the reference photo and the drawing is so hilarious. These are a couple of them. But I posted them on my Instagram, my TikTok, and YouTube Shorts if you want to go check out the rest. They look really strange. But all me, let me just demonstrate real quick. Let me just I went to the dentist thus like 10 minutes after taking this photo because I had a dentist appointment, and I was in the dentist office. I was waiting and I was scrolling through my phone like picking which photo of those do I like the most. And whenever like the cleaning, I don't know what it's called. My brain pooped, but Whenever the hygienist walked by, I'd like hide my phone so she doesn't see like like those photos. I did not want to cause concern, but it's okay to be strange sometimes. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so as I was mentioning, there's a human figure in all of these pieces. I'm in all these pieces. There's four heads, one body, and three hands and arms. And I did that on purpose because I wanted to like emphasize the self, the human, and how this is a human experience. This is a personal experience for me. I'm in all these pictures, and I know a lot of people, hopefully also you guys, like can relate to this in some way. So it's personal to you because I know a lot of people chase happiness and don't achieve it through chasing it. So I want to emphasize that human experience in all of these drawings individually. I'm taking a bunch of mini videos on every single one of these and explaining the process and meanings and inspirations behind every single one of these works. But the thing is, they don't personally have a process behind coming up with the image. Like, yes, taking the photos, choosing the photos, and obviously physically drawing it takes so long, but there's no process to come up with the image for me. The image just pops into my head. Like I get a vision. I see the artwork. I see a vision and I draw it. And it has no meaning. It's just like, oh, that's hilarious. Like that fish one, boop. That fish one, it was just, I was walking to my garage and I saw someone blowing up fish like a balloon. And I'm like, this is the funniest thing in the world. And then I drew it. Like that was it. There was no thought process behind it. And it had absolutely no meaning. I always tie the meaning after the work. Always. I never, or as I'm drawing it, but I never come up with the meaning first. Maybe that's just the surrealism aspect of it, but maybe I see visions, but these are my visions. And sometimes they don't work. So I'm going to show you guys what they look like when they don't really fit the theme that well, but they're still really uncomfortable to look at. Okay, so this is one of the ones I said that I just came up with an image again and it didn't really fit the theme because sometimes it doesn't work out. But yes, I did take my own reference photos for this one also, and it didn't really fit, but it's one of my favorites. It's quite hilarious. And I plan on making birthday cards and sending out birthday cards with this image just to say happy birthday because they are having a birthday party and you're not invited. They do not look happy that you're looking at them. I'll be sharing the sketchbook tours when I'm going to be doing the individual videos for all of these because I don't want to bore you guys to death because this video I think is already long and I think that's everything summed up really quickly. And yeah, I'll be posting individual videos for every single one of these, the process, meanings, um, inspirations, whatever, and the behind the scenes. So I'm so excited for that. And that's it. I don't know how to end a YouTube video. Do I just stop talking and fade away? Goodbye.